Hi guys, I've got a math video today using the book The Smushy Bus, and what I used for this lesson is popsicle sticks, rubber bands, a placement sheet that just has tens and ones. If you have older kiddos, put in the hundreds, tens, and ones, and then a bus of some kind. So I just had this, emptied it out, and I use it for a bus. So what I do first for this lesson is I read the story, and in the story we have the normal bus driver is not coming, and so this tiny, smaller Smushy Bus shows up, and there are 76 kids to get on this bus. So this guy certainly just packs them all in and says, you know, how many are getting in. So 16 kindergartners are getting in the first round, and then, you know, you do the 12 grade 1ers are getting on to the bus next time. So he's going through, we're witnessing this guy's final day on the job for sure. I mean, he even gets kids on the top of the bus. So I think it's a funny book. So then once we get them all on there, we have the addition. Now we're doing the subtraction. So we get to the first stop, and we have 15 kids tumble on out, and on and on and on at different stops until all of the kids are gone. So I read the book first, and then we start our lesson, in which we will the first round we do is we reenact the story. So the kids are the popsicle sticks, and we reenact it. The first one that we saw was 16. 16 kindergartners are getting on. Cool, so go ahead and pull 16 popsicle sticks, 16 kids here, so we can get them on the bus. How many groups of 10s do you have in these 16? 1. Okay, cool. So you're going to grab a rubber band and rubber band that one, so you have a group of 10 popsicle sticks and 6 ones. So then we're going to go ahead and put that inside our bus. Hopefully each kid can have their own setup here to be working hands-on with. So then what I also do is have them write it down as we go along. What this is it keeps a tally of how many kids are currently in the bus. So first one up, we got 1 and 6. We got one group of 10, 6 ones. We got 16 kids in the bus. Then we do the next one, and let's say it's 8. Okay, so we're going to pull 8 kids. How many groups of 10s do we have there? We don't have a full group of 10s. Okay, so we're going to, we know that we're going to have 8 here, but again, this tally is the total amount that are in there. So you don't necessarily need to put the 8 here because we're going to be adding it in. So we know that these are now bus kids, in which you can do this a couple of different ways. You can now put the kids, the 8 kids in here, and then say, okay, how many groups of 10s do we have now in these ones? Do we have any? They can go through, find, okay, we do, because we had 6. So we can take 2 from there, we'll wrap it up. So now we have another group of 10. So now we have 2 groups of 10s and 4 ones. And I can write that down. Now we have 24 kids on the bus. And then we just go on and on and on, reenacting the story with however many kids are getting on, bundling them so that in the end you should have written here and in here, you should have 7 groups of 10 and 6 ones. And we should see that easily. Then we start the subtraction aspect, where we start taking them off. So 15 kids are going to get off the bus at the first stop. We're going to pull one of the 10s, one of the rubber band 10s, set it out, and the other one, we don't, you know, we're going to need to, well, in the first one, they'll have the six ones, so we'll pull from there. But if you don't have enough ones, we'll have to undo the rubber band. Now we have all those ones, and we can take from there. And then how many do we have still in the bus? We're counting and we're writing that down. So this number will get bigger and bigger and then smaller and smaller. So once we do that, I do it once as we're reenacting the book. That also really kind of gives them a concrete idea of what happened in that book. I love reading the picture books. It's such a great way to teach math, but then I also love to reenact it so that they fully understand what the heck just happened, because there's so many, you know, kids getting on and off the bus, and it's, you know, hard to keep track of that when you are in, you know, these younger grades. What does that actually mean? So having them reenact it, awesome. Then after that, I will say, okay, cool, we'll get a new sheet, new tens and ones. We're going to start over, and we're going to make our own story. And so I know I have 100 popsicle sticks here. So I know that I can do up to 100 kids onto the bus. Maybe you have 200 popsicle sticks. Maybe you have 500 popsicle sticks. It doesn't matter. You know what number you have to put into the bus. Then I will say, okay, so we're going to have 12 kindergartners get on the bus, or 12 third graders get on the bus, or maybe even 12 possums are going to get on the bus. You could do animals, whatever. They're all hilarious. So you would do that. We're going to do the same thing, and then you're going to have them get off the bus. So you're going to do it the same way. Then maybe you can even continue it where you have other kids. You're getting into groups, and they tell the other kids in their pairs, okay, now we're going to have X amount of kids get on the bus. You're going to keep track of it, and then, you know, as it stops, we're going to get off the bus until everybody's off the bus. So such a fun one to keep playing with. I will play this one until I start to see that we're losing interest in it. And then, as always, at that point, we stop because you're not really getting much out of it. So this is an awesome, awesome book, really fun way to do adding subtraction in a tactical way that we're able to do hands-on, and also to do writing and place value. So I hope you enjoy this one. I always have a lot of fun with it. Sometimes I'll have, you know, popsicle sticks riding on top, and that's super cool that we're playing with numbers. So I enjoy it all. So I hope you do too. I will see you for another video next time.